welcome back. Oh my goodness, I have missed Moinetta and I say it every single time, but it's true. So much time goes by after we read a month and then we do the wrap up. Sometimes it takes me a week or two to get the wrap up completed, no matter how short it is, aka last month. Anyway, I am so glad that you came back, and let's get into September. Look at this sweet little thing. And by the way, I'm going to be adding right over here in this blank space the picture of each layout as I'm reading it, because as I'm just going to go through a detail. As I'm sitting here reading it to you, usually I'm having to do this, and it's not a comfortable thing to sit in the position that I'm in and do that. So anyway, I'm like, why not just have the screenshot of the page that we're on so that you guys can see it for yourself? And I don't know, let me know what you think of it. Anyway, so we're going to open her up because, you know, we must. Ooh, September, and we're in September right now as I'm filming, and I'm so excited because fall is here. Not really. I mean, it's Florida and it's below 80% humidity, so I'm happy with it. Anyway, all right, so now I'm going to add the screen of what I'm reading, September 1st. Let's do it. So it's starting off on a Tuesday. Fine, just lovely. Mrs. Fraser went up to, I'm not sure, shopping. Verna met me this side of railroad. Nope. Get it eventually. Railway tracks, and brought my check over to Ma, also $5. Some meat for my dinner, 3 pieces of cake, and 2 peaches. Also, my beads that Ray had fixed. It looks like star neck, she said was better. Or her neck. Oh, her neck, she said was better. And then as you see there, this is crossed out, but I'm going to try to read it anyway because that's how I am. Ray got home from St. John Convention. Something has up in every a while, and we sat on piazza, attend the something. Lillian phoned from Andover, coming home Monday, Labor Day. Okay, so she crossed all that out. Mr. Pike back home talked with Emma and said they had moved from somewhere. All right, next day, September 2nd. Fine, hot. Ray got home for supper from St. John Convention. Mrs. Fraser and I went down to Vaughn's store and ordered groceries, and they delivered them in the afternoon. In the evening, Phil and his girl called a few minutes. So Phil must not be Moinetta's husband. Because if he is, why would he and his girl be calling Moinetta? Okay, so must be a son. All right, let's see. Okay, Mrs. Barnett came up later, and we something. People going to carnival. Watched. Maybe it was watched. Let's look back. Mrs. Barnett came up later, and we watched people going to the carnival. Verna and Tab spent evening at Mr. and Mrs. Janet's. Lillian phoned from Andover, coming home Monday with Matchett family. Okay. September 3rd. Fine. Sunday, hot. Nope, doesn't say Sunday. Sun, hot. Paper said heat wave broken. Card from Burl. Receipt from Sherrod's, and Ray had gone down and paid balance 35.45 maybe for me, and I knew nothing about it. Pretty nice present from a wonderful grandson. Guys! Oh my goodness! Ray is Moinetta's grandson! Oh my goodness! And he went down to the cemetery and paid the balance for her. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my goodness. Moinetta, thank you so much for writing in here who Ray was. Okay, I washed my spread and a few other things. Mrs. So-and-so, Mrs. G, gave us some green beans. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm excited. Next day, September 4th. Fine and warm. I went over to, do you see how I have a problem with figuring out if it's Verma or Varna? Verna's, to see Ray about 12:30 and to stitch my sheet. Okay. Verna went to Mrs. Elliott's funeral in the afternoon. When she came home, she got me a lunch, then walked over as far as the something with me. In evening, we watched the carnival crowd. I think that's what that says. It's very difficult to read, and it's pretty indented there, so maybe water got on her page, and it just had, you know, how your pen sometimes doesn't write correctly. So they watched the carnival crowd. That's cute. Mr. and Mrs. Allister at Varma's for supper got basket peaches 99 cents. September 5th. Wow. Fine and hot. Mrs. Fraser went downtown in the morning. I made peach jam. Ooh. Mrs. Fraser went to Gordon Killam's wedding at maybe 8:30 p.m. Sadie in a few minutes. I went down to store for meat. All right, September 6th. Fine, very hot. Ooh, the writing. We went to church in Pike Back. Lillian got home about 1:30. They were all up to house. In the evening, we went down to hear Mr. Fletcher preach. A dedication service was held for 5 young people. It's sort of hard to read those names. Mr. B brought us home. Sam something home for Sarnia? Home from Sarnia? I don't know. All right, September 7th is Labor Day. It's a Monday and it's rainy. I went in to see Sadie. Maybe it says Marjorie, moving from something today. Ray going to Minto this afternoon, 6 to 10 p.m. Mrs. Fraser went to see Hicks. I can't read that. Hilliston, and 2 children here. Lillian gave Sadie hypo. What does that say, guys? You're looking at it. I know it's not lipo. Hypo? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you know what that is. Slight hurricane here from about 3:30 p.m. until 7 p.m. Wind 50 miles an hour. Rain following in torrents. Damage to trees and limbs. About 40% of apples destroyed in something valley. And then there was she has 6 zeros there. And it looks like maybe she was going to write the number when she remembered it. Accident at Sussex. 8 something. So it was a slight hurricane, and I hope that'll be in the roundup. Or if I cut it into this video, we'll see what I am able to do. So here we go. It was called Hurricane Carol, and in Nova Scotia, hurricane force wind gusts downed trees and power lines, as well as heavy damage to the apple crop totaling $1 million. Today, that would be worth about $10.5 million. High waves washed several boats ashore and also killed 1 person. And then it goes on to say, in Prince Edward Island, gusty winds caused isolated power outages and minor flooding occurred in New Brunswick, which is where Moinetta is. Very cool. All right, September 8th, dull all morning, cleaning at noon. I went to store and got had pork and cabbage for dinner. Mrs. Fraser gone to get hair cut. Varma, Tab, and Mr. left for Maine for trip, returning Friday. So that was a Tuesday. They're going to return Friday in to see Sadie. September 9th, fine. Mrs. Fraser and Lillian went to something meeting in the evening. I went down to Mrs. S's. Mrs. S went to Jimmy or Jenny's, and I got my, I don't know, $3.50. Had a green, maybe, I don't know, store put on it something about brown. Mrs. Fraser had for store sent up. I don't know. You see how sometimes I can struggle. But let's turn the page and go to September 10th. Where are we at? Oh, we're doing great. Only 13 minutes in. Okay. September 10th. Fine. Mrs. Fraser went to doctor's and got a bottle of medicine. Nerves very bad. You remember, Mrs. Fraser is always sick. Into Marjorie's few minutes to see Sadie. Went down to Mrs. H's to see about second-hand store. Monday. Yes, I love the secondhand stores because I don't know if you can see that. I'm pointing over there. Yield Treasure Hounds, my eBay store. September 11th. Fine. Very hot. Mrs. Fraser made furnace fire in the afternoon. So it must be hot and then the evening is cold. Mrs. something brought us some Kentucky. I don't know what that is. Standers. Mrs. Ray, in a few minutes, wrote to Ken and Jesse a note. Not heard from them since July 31st. I don't know what that next... Does it say worried? I have got card of sympathy ready to send something something Elliot. We are not going to group at Mrs. O'Brien's tonight. Margaret was over and I gave her 2 suits and 3 dresses. Varma and Tab and Mr. and Mrs. K got home from Maine about 9 p.m. Stayed at Thelma's all night. Ray also got home. Alrighty then. September 12th is Ray's birthday. Ray is, as a reminder, we just found out this month that that is Moinetta's grandson, right? Let me see. Yeah, grandson. I was going to say great-grandson, but just grandson. All right, so happy birthday to Ray. Fine, beautiful day. I went over to Varma's about 3:30 p.m. to have supper with Ray. Jason, I think Jason was up too. Maybe. Ray got nylon something from his mother. Oh my goodness, something cuff book. Oh my goodness. Has pen with initial M. Has pen with initial M from Joan. I gave him shaving set. Lovely supper. Lamb, gravy, cauliflower, carrots, potatoes, cukes. Is that cucumbers? That's adorable. Cukes. I love it. Tomatoes, ice cream. I almost read that as squirrel. Squares. Angel food cake. Varma brought me 1 pound of margarine, 2 glasses guava jelly, box of candy, and box of food to bring home. Walked over with Mr. and Mrs. Fraser, went to Louisville to get something. I don't know if that says Louisville. Stayed to supper. Lillian went to Dover with girls and Mr. and Mrs. K from Maine. Wow. So Ray had a pretty delicious dinner, it sounds like, and that was sweet. September 13th, fine. We got drive to church and back with Miss Davies. The K sang, glad to have Mr. Pike back. Ray went back to Minto. Sadie us a little while. Sick all night. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. And the pen has changed multiple times on these 2 days. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm sure you can. Wow. All right, let's turn the page to September 14th and 15th. And as you see, it's one of the few times that Moinetta has not written on a date. So let's see what happened. Rained, okay, September 14th. Rained during night, but cleared before noon. People got clothes dry. Began to rain at 2:30 p.m. Mrs. Fraser went to Eden Street to see a vacant flat. This is Burl's birthday. I sent her $3. So now we know Ray's birthday, Burl's birthday, Moinetta's birthday, and I believe Moinetta's mother's birthday. All right, we're going to end it here on September 15th because in case I'm able to add any of the... thanks for watching. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Again, I really appreciate every one of you, and I hope that you're enjoying your time, and thank you. Bye. Oh, guys, wait. No bye. No bye yet. We have to close it up. All right. Bye.